What's going on, friends? Brian with HvilleCards, back at you with another video. And hello, Hville crew. Thank you for being members. I truly, truly appreciate you. Well, it's that time again. It is time for the Rip League Week 2. You know what? I didn't get ready. Hold on. All right. So here are the results from Week 2. So Week 2, it was Hotbox Breaks that won this week with a score of 252.74. So let's just start at the top. I scored 164.84. Seth from SV Vintage scored 246.22. Hungry Dogs had a lowly 125.84. Ghost Coast had 248.12. Again, Hotbox 254.74. And Poor George Breaks 98.28. So when you add up weeks 1 and 2, these are the scores you're going to get. And it turns out, number 1 seed for this heat is going to be Seth, SV Vintage. Number 2 seed is Hotbox. Number 3 seed is myself. And number 4 seed is Ghost Coast, Sean. So these are our 4. And I'll go ahead and throw up here. Here's all the scores of the individual players from last week. I did replace Brock Bowers for the 2 people that had him because he was not supposed to play, and I think he only had one catch, so it didn't make a difference in the scoring at all. So anyways, there's that. So let me turn back around. This week, I am doing 24 Prestige Mega Boxes. Now, I don't know if you remember what's in here, but you get these extra point variants. They are a parallel. You can get autos, you can get numbers. I think you get 3, you get 3 numbered parallels per box. You can get case hits, you can get autos. This is sweet, guys. Look at that, look at that. Look at all the cool stuff in there. Anyways, so this is what we're doing. And, so let me go ahead and say this. So Hitbox. You guys know I've been doing Hitbox for a long time now. That is now done. Myself, just like Joey Rips, I had over an $80 tariff bill, and I tried to work with Dave to get it cut down to the 26 he said, and I couldn't do it. Dave couldn't do it, so I had to send the Hitbox away and say no. I'm not doing it, and I'm going to go ahead and cancel my subscription. It's not Dave's fault, but it couldn't be rectified, and I can't pay $80-some more than what I'm paying already. Some people only had to pay $26. It'd have been nice, I would have done that, but it didn't happen. So sorry. So I may go and look at Boombox and see what they have, or if there's any others, let me know. I'll look at them. Okay, back to this. We will go ahead do this. I would like Prestige. I mean, it's very clean card, white. It's nice. What I don't like about Prestige is numbers to 1,000. We don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. All right, so we'll put 3 here. We'll put 3 right here. And we will start. All right, first pack. All right, we got Travis Kelce. Let me make some room. Hold on. All right, Travis Kelce. Kenneth Walker, Aeneas Williams, Fashanu. I gotta bring this closer. Max Melton. We have a Alma Maters, Sam Hubbard, Joey Bosa. So this is going to be Ohio State. And we have a franchise favorites, George Teague. All of those would be ×1, so nope. Nope, not getting that. Not this juncture, no. So, alright, so we've got Anthony Richardson, Donovan McNabb, Bruce Smith, look at that, Roman Wilson, Cooper DeJean. We have a Bruce Smith insert. And then we have a Dallas Cowboys extra point, Zach Martin. It's offensive lineman. Not going to use it. Can't use it. Next pack. All right. Trayvon Walker. Nick Bosa. Deshaun Watson. Drake May. I'm going to just throw him to the side. We've got Jonah Ellis. We've got a Puka to $9.99, so that is a possible, so I'll put him there. And then a Houston Texans, who is this? Dennis Autry. So that could be a defensive team, so we'll put him right there. And I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up Puka. And that's a possibility. All right, next pack. He sure did score good this week. All right. Quiddy Payne. Pickens. Mangina. Look at that pick. Look at that. Look at that. That's Ed. Ed from Silver Sport right there. Mangina. We are going to keep that in a place where we can grab it if need be. Got Theo Johnson. Brendan Fisk. We've got a Jahmyr Gibbs out of 149. And then we've got a, who is that? That is Carl Granderson. So it could be a defensive, I think that's a defensive player. Is that a defensive player? Hold on. Yep. Yes, it was. So, but here's a Jahmyr Gibbs numbered, so that's a possibility. All right, next pack. If I remember correctly, we were getting an autograph out of every 2, I think, from these. ETN, Greg Lloyd, Roquan, Bishop. Oh, look, it's Penix. Put him over here. Cortland Sutton. And a Michael Pittman Jr. So that's a possibility. I'll throw him right there. Last pack. All right. Dalton Schultz. Devontae Smith. Roll Tide. Jared Goff. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Dallas Turner. Roll Tide. We have a Lambjack numbered to 99. Let's go ahead and sleeve that up. That's a real nice possibility. And then we have a Keon Coleman on the extra points. So, next box. Yeah, that's a good box so far. I love the Lambjack number for this. That's, unless something else happens, that's probably going to be my quarterback. I mean, that's going to be hard to beat. All right, so we got Herbert, Will Levis, CeeDee Lamb, Javon Baker, Cade Stover. We've got alma maters of Cal Hamilton, Harrison Smith, and Julian Love. I believe that is Notre Dame. Then we have a franchise favorite to Ricky Jackson. All right, next pack. All right, Chris Jones, Leonard Williams, Tyler Bag of Donuts, Byron Murphy, Spencer Rattler. We've got a Drew Bledsoe numbered and an Alvin Kamara. So I'll put him right there. I can't use that, but it's numbered, so we'll just throw it over there. All right, next pack. Yeah, Prestige is nice. In fact, after this rip, I am going to buy for next week, if I win, but I'm going to need to get ready. Crosby, Diaby, Shakir, Searstall, DJ James. We got a Smith Schuster out of 599 and a Jeff Okuda, which I believe is defense, so we'll throw him over there. I doubt I'm going to play him, but I'll throw him over here anyways. Next pack. All right. Pacheco, Gino, Jalen Thompson, Rome Odunze, Nealand. We've got a Puka, and we've got a Champ Bailey. Can still be used for defense because it's a defensive player, even though he is retired. Minshew, Baker Mayfield, Alex Singleton, Troy Franklin, Walker. We've got a CJ Stroud, and we've got a DeForest Buckner defense. All right, last pack of this box. All right, Josh Allen, CMC, Chad Johnson, Casey Washington, Josh Newton. We have a Myles Garrett, which is numbered. That is looking nice. Very nice. Throw him over here. We've got a Michael Pratt. I don't even know who he is. He's a quarterback, isn't he? No, doesn't matter. He ain't being played. All right, last box. I still... Ooh, tight end. Come on. Let's get a good tight end, number tight end out of this one. That's a 3. 3. We got Waddle, Roll Tide, Gibson, Deron Bland, Cooper. Oh, we got a Caleb. Alma mater of Aiden Hutchinson, Payne, and Gary. And then a Dorsey Levens insert. All right. Kobe Turner, Art Monk, Andre Reed, Johnny Wilson. Who's that? Darius Robinson. We got a Bosa numbered card. He is playing for Buffalo right now, right? Yeah, so that's a possibility. And a Tank Dell. Next pack. Must be slow opening this because it's almost 15 minutes in. TJ Hawkinson, Alvin Kamara, Hannah Anderson, Jaden Daniels, throw him over there, Chris Jenkins, Deron Bland, and Dak Prescott. Can't believe I didn't get an autograph, or haven't gotten an autograph. Kyron Williams, Jahan Dotson, Champ Bailey, That guy, Terry Nolan, Roll Tide. Sarah Franklin and Christian Barmore. It's the defense. All right, last 2 packs. Really would like an autograph. All right, Phillips, Christian Barmore, Derrick Henry, Carter. Ooh, this is a good sign. Bobby Wagner. That's actually a good autograph. So that is he plays for Washington now. So could be a defense. We'll just look at it like this. So we have a Michael Pittman Jr. numbered. Possibility. And we have a Ladd McConkey ×2. There we go. Last pack. Yeah, I'm glad we got that auto. Derwin James, Jeffrey Simmons, Keenan Allen, Malachi, Malik Neighbors. All right, we have a Kyron Williams. Ooh, numbered, running back numbered. He didn't do good for me last week in my real fantasy, but put him there. Then we have a Keenan Allen. We'll throw him right there. So, tell you what, I'm going to go through everything, and I'll be back with my team. All right, here we go. We have got our starting lineup. So, we'll start over here. Quarterback ×3. We've got Lambjack. For running back, we've got ×3, Jahmyr Gibbs. For other running back, ×3, Kyron Williams. There's a knockover stack. Tight end, ×1, Travis Kelce. All right. Wide receiver, ×3, Puka Nacua. Wide receiver, ×3, Michael Pittman Jr. Individual defensive player, Bobby Wagner. That is ×6. And then we've got even though this is the Chargers, he now plays for the Bills, and that's what counts. So this is the Bills defense ×3. So there you go, guys. Let me know what'd you think of this rip. What were your favorite cards, and what do you think about this team? Do you think it has a chance to make it to the championship? I do. I really do. It's not a bad team at all. But yeah. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I am going to, like I said, after this video, I'm going to go order next week. So I'm just going to, just like any good thing, you got to assume you're going to be there. So I'm going to order next week's rip. And, yeah. So I do have some Donruss Elite, and so I will probably rip that for this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. And, as you know, Donruss Hobby just released. I did not get any because I am not paying that much for Donruss Hobby. Donruss Hobby should be selling for $200 a box, not $450 a box. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.